That is good banter.
Oh, and away we go, Timmy.
Here we go again. Another episode of TGBP, the Good Banter podcast.
Well done.
I'm hot today.
You're hot?
Hot as in hot, mate. I'm sharp.
Oh,
I wouldn't have got that some weeks, but I'm feeling...
most weeks. I
most
reckon,
weeks, I'm feeling good.
I reckon out of the 175 weeks, I reckon 174 you would have battled.
Are we up to 175?
175, mate.
What are we going to do for the 200? Get a
we're
couple of special guests. Bring in some of those chickens that got molested in the last episode.
See what they've got to say for themselves.
We'll interview them and just see. I wonder if they're going to
file.
Well, the
sexual
guy's obviously in a bit
claim.
of shit, so I wonder if they're going to go to court and give a
Witness statement.
Witness statement or a victim statement.
Victim impact statement.
Yeah, impact statement.
VIS.
Yeah.
Victim impact statement.
Oh yeah, victim. Yeah. VIS.
Didn't pick up on that one.
No, not the impact. I lost the impact. No,
Bit
very
like this
good.
podcast.
Yeah, holy shit, I'm tired as a fucking witch's dick at the moment. I'm exhausted.
Well, everything's a witch's dick with you, I think. I listened to the last episode. Something was as flat as a witch's dick. Something was as hot as a witch's dick. Something.
It's very versatile, a witch's dick.
Oh, it is. I've never seen one. I don't know what they look like.
Listen to a podcast about the making of the Blair Witch Project. Speaking of Blair Witches, they spent 60 grand and made maybe, I think it was about 100 mil.
That's not bad.
That's a good
percentage.
That's good percentile. That is good.
It's a bit weird. Were you scared of it?
Petrified.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I was one of the many that thought it was real. I remember I saw it at the casino, and bloody, I was walked out of there shitting bloody brown shits. I was a mess,
Mate, you're as,
I'm on. No, I'm not
you're
on.
as scared as a witch's dick, mate. Witch's dick.
I'm as fucking foggy as a witch's dick.
Yeah.
Today, I'm tired. I'm running on very little sleep. Big weekend, Ivan. Big weekend.
You do it. I had one of your weekends last weekend, and I don't know how you do it when you got the kids, mate.
Well, sometimes I just look at the diary and I think to myself, fuck me swinging. When am I going to get to sleep next?
Oh.
Like, I tell you, it's bloody... A quick run through, quick run through. Friday Arvo, cracking gig for some dads. Some dads that get together out at North Fitzroy, the Terminus Hotel.
Oh,
there.
it's a good vibe in there.
Yeah, it's a good pub.
Comedians' luncheons in there.
You would have been out in the beer garden probably most times.
think I
Yeah,
was.
we were upstairs.
Okay.
Great little vibe
Righto.
up there. And so from there, straight to Creswick.
So how many in that sort of function?
I reckon they're about 60.
That's not bad.
60, yeah, just dads. Or their kids sort of went to school together, and it's a few ring-ins. They get together every year, and tell you what, it was good. A few Wodonga folk there. It was
Great.
about 3 blokes that had dated me sisters. That was a bit awkward.
Yeah.
And just a great crew from there. Get in the car, get out to Creswick. A bit of a risky call by Creswick. They had the buy.
Yep.
And decided to hold a function on the Friday night of a buy.
It's tough.
Yeah,
It's like Friday night of a long weekend.
Yeah. People were going away, and look, they still got about 50 odd people there, which was good. Another 30 would have been nice, but geez, they're great folk out at Creswick.
The old man, he goes gold prospecting out at Creswick. Loves it.
Yeah, a lot of
There's a bit
people
of bloody
did
gold.
about 150 years back, but it sort of dropped off a little bit.
Yeah, mate, he loves it. He loves it.
Does he catch much?
Oh, he gets a little bit. As I said, you would have heard on the pod, he got the gold for me bloody wedding ring.
All of it?
We had some left over.
Serious?
Yeah. So it's good. I think it's a tough way to make a living, though. Not that he's trying to do that.
Wouldn't be great for your back, your knees.
It's brutal.
No.
Like he's
There's
in
a reason the
rivers.
Chinese did it, I think, because that's the way they shit.
Yeah, just the gold prospecting, standing on a toilet.
Yeah, they're sort of any Chinese man or woman has ever taken a shit and held a plate while they shit. I mean, that's pretty much the job, except you're doing it 14 hours a day.
Do you reckon that's they do it a lot, sort of squatting. Do you reckon their knees are fucked or
Shitting?
no? Just even when you go, to a third world sort of country or whatever, they're just they're peeling potatoes or something, just squatting down. They're squatting all the time.
Whereas we'd sort of just sit on our bum against a
Find
wall
a
or something.
crate.
Yeah. We'd probably find a seat would be a smarter option. They love squatting. They squat here, squat there. Squatters, real squatters, the Chinese.
Yeah.
Or Asians in general, I think.
Out of my house.
I think they've been, because they squat it. Been squatting since such a young age. Their knees and backs and foreskins are made for it. They're trained. But like if someone just were to tell you now, Evan, you've now got to squat.
Oh, my knees are cactus.
You
No
can't
good.
even sit on a toilet without
No,
blowing a
I
kneecap
struggle.
out.
I've got the new wheels though.
Yeah, no,
I am.
they are looking sharp. The old Asics.
You know what they've got? They've got arch support. I went in because I think that's the problem. Like Kristen, I was wearing my old shoes. She was walking behind me for some reason, and maybe just checking my ass out. I go, oh, yeah, he's got a nice ass.
No, probably just didn't want to be seen with you in the
seen
supermarket.
in public.
Yeah, I think
with
I'll
me.
just drop off here a bit. Maybe everyone will think he's with someone else.
Yeah. Anyway, so she said my feet are rolling inwards. I said, well, no wonder my knees are fucked.
Oh, she's a
podiatrist
now too. She's a
Yeah,
jack of all
she'll be able to
trades.
fix your hot toe. Oh, no, your hot toe's fixed.
Yeah, hot toes fixed.
That
all
is cool.
good. Yep, running miles now.
Yep.
Thanks to the guys at Hot Foots Are Us.
Melbourne Podiatry Clinic.
Melbourne
wasn't it?
Podiatry Clinic.
Big. Tizza.
Tis, fuck,
Tis
your
the-
memory's good.
Well, it was on the live podcast.
Yeah, it was on the live podcast.
Yeah.
And you go through and you edit it, don't you? Whereas I never see it again.
You never see it again. You talk into these mics, and for all you know, this podcast probably wouldn't even go up.
There might not even be a good banter podcast. This might be just your way of catching up with me.
I just
once
got
a
no
week.
mates.
Yeah,
I
this
just,
is your.
there's no podcast,
No,
mate.
that thing's not even plugged in.
No.
This has got no batteries.
No Patreon money.
You put it online, but I'm the only one with a link. I'm the only one that sees it. You've started up a Facebook, Instagram page. You send me links, all just so you can spend
Tag this.
an hour correcting me.
Yeah. Feel
Yep.
better about myself.
Yep. So arches.
So yeah, I've got the arch support.
The golden
I
arches.
think they're helping my knees. My knees still aren't 100%, but
Nah,
they're
you're not gonna
definitely
be-
better.
You're not going to be picking rice or
Running
doing whatever.
marathons.
No, I was trying to think of stuff Chinese do.
Oh
How do you pick rice? Not one at a time, surely.
no. How is
Take
rice?
forever.
They're in the rice paddies, the
They,
rice
they
fields.
seem to get down low, but that's
I think you pull out the. I don't
where does
know.
rice come from?
I don't know.
Where the fuck does rice come from?
Not sure.
Because I've never seen any plant
With rice.
with rice in it.
No. I don't know.
Do they cut it? No.
No.
No, it's food for thought. But it must be
Right.
pretty easy to access because the Chinese and Indians like it, and there's 2 billion of them.
Love the rice. It's
They
like
love rice.
mate. It's a lot of rice.
Have a rice lunch.
Yeah, okay.
All right, so
Get off that topic.
so that gig was great. Little prank the guys played there, which I thought was quite funny. They played round one. One of the players, a bit of a smart ass at the club, got a specky taken on him. Absolute fucking beauty.
Posterised.
Yep, got posterised, and the local photography was there taking the shots and got an absolute fucking cracker of a shot of this guy being a human stepladder. The guy's really fucking standing on his head. And so rather than just get around him, because he was obviously a bit down on the dumps about getting speckied on, they've
Gotta blow it up.
yeah, they blew it up, put it in a frame, and locked it in the trophy cabinet at the footy club. So and the poor bastard hasn't got the keys. So it's right up there with the 2016 premiership. Him getting a fucking perler taken on him. So
Oh yeah, it's one of those moments. You know it's going to happen. You know it's going to happen at
Yep.
some point. You're backing back into the pack. You go, this is sitting right on my head,
yep,
and that's
there's a good way around it.
Back into
Back
packs.
into packs,
You
yeah.
made a career out of that.
Well, I just turned around always front and centre.
Yeah, well, I did that, and I'd sort of run back into the pack like Wayne Carey.
Like the duck.
Yeah, like the duck, mate.
Yeah, I remember you did that down at Langy when we played that practice match. It was all very slow motion, though, when you did it. Wayne used to look like he was doing a lot quicker.
Yeah, Wayne was probably in his prime.
I think he used to jump, too.
Yeah, he did jump. And
He sort of just ran into the other guy. But
just-
I think he took the mark.
Yeah, I took the mark.
Yeah, it was
mate.
good.
No, I did.
Remember
I
down
did
in the pocket
I
there?
did
I
a
remember
little
it.
bit at Federal as well, where I got smashed once when we played at Federals. But I was the body on the line kind of stuff. A bit like the duck with his teammate's wife.
Yep.
Body on the line.
His dick on the line.
His dick was, it was hot as a witch's dick.
Yeah, it was hot for a while there.
North Melbourne there for a bit.
Arch in his shoes.
Yeah, well, there was no arch support.
He had zero arch support after
Glenn
that.
arch support.
He had zero support from the entire club, let alone just Archer support.
Yeah, there was no arch support.
So that was a great gig. So I got home, and then so I'm driving home, get to the fucking, about to get off the Western Ring Road, completely shut down the highway. So I had to go 15 kilometres towards Geelong, get off one of those ramps, go all the way, like virtually through the city, got home at fucking 2 a.m.
Jesus.
Oh.
That's the issue with driving at night. Like, we do gigs, we do that. So when do they decide to do roadworks? Like, the number of times I'll be heading down Peninsula Link or East Link and heading back to Mornington, and then they go, oh, we've shut this, we're mowing lawns and stuff. They bloody get out on their lawnmowers at night.
Yeah, because I think most people that drive along see those signs saying, road works between 11 and 5 a.m. and think, oh, well, that's not going to affect me. But I tell you what, when you're out bloody snorting Dexies and eating bloody or drinking 5 litres of Red Bull, we're driving home from gigs. That's us. That affects us. So next time you see those bloody signs, just have a little think about us.
Heads up.
Yeah.
Text us.
A little nod to us. So anyway, got home, absolute fucking ridiculous hour, 2 a.m. Had the 8 o'clock game, coaching basketball at 8 a.m.
Right, so what's the, you say 8 a.m., but they're kids. Like, they rock up at, 10 to 8 or something? What time are you getting to the court?
Yeah, we got there about 20 to 8.
Okay.
No game before us, so do a few warm-ups. But tell you what, the boys aren't handling the early starts real well. They're bloody, they're tired. So, but that's all right. So did that.
How long does it sort of take them to fire up? Is it sort of 10 minutes in, you call the time? Come on, fellas.
Well, the game goes for 40, and there was no sign of them firing up during that 40-minute period. They were not their best game, but we're just
it's cold
sort of
as well now.
Oh, it's cold.
Those basketball courts, they are freezing.
Freezing, yeah.
Oh,
yep. But anyway, we're up in we're up in Division 3.
Jesus.
They were Division 12 when I took on this bloody basket case, and we are looking good.
I can't work it out. I do not know how it works. Don't know how the grading system works.
No, the grading system's all over the shop. Yeah. And going on the result on the weekend, probably not quite up to Division 3. But, we had a couple of players out. We've got a bit of a bug going through the club at the moment. But, we'll be all right. So, then from there, coaching, go and watch Flinny's game. And from then straight to bloody 10:30 a.m. Jack Crisp.
Crispy.
Yeah, he's running a little bloody... running a little clinic, 1 hour clinic where you get to it would have been a bit of a kick in the dick for old Crispy because they had a Bobby Hill one and there were about 700 kids there, and Jack Crisp turns up and there were 16 kids.
Yeah.
It was it was raining and
festival shows really, isn't it? You go from Hughesy's dropped off a little bit, but it was big. It was big this year.
Yeah, poor old Crispy. I think I could see him there in his tracky dacks. He had his fucking big hoodie on, and his arms in that little pocket thing in the hoodie. I think it was $50 each. I think you could just sort of see him doing the numbers, going, I would have rather stay in bed and just have a bit of me time. Watch the 20 23
So
grand final again.
How's that advertised?
Not very well.
Okay.
No, I think there's just a lot of that stuff on. Yeah.
It's too much.
It's too much.
It's oversaturated.
And he'd played the night before. He didn't want to be there, but he was good. He got around all the boys and.
Well, there's only 16 of them.
Yeah, could have done that quite easily in an hour.
Just could do it all at once.
Yeah. But yeah, $50, you get 3 things signed, and you get your photo with him. Not bad.
So what can you get signed? Were there any mums getting their tits out?
Yeah,
Sign a tit.
Yeah, you got tit, but that was technicality because there's 2 tits. That was
so 2 things.
It was 2 things. Yeah, so
it's all right. Good for Crispy.
Good, yeah, real good for Crispy. He signed my penis. That was he wasn't wrapped about that, but
no. Did he get the whole name on there? Or do you have to shorten it?
I just C, just initials.
Yeah, JC.
Yeah, even the
Couldn't get his number on there.
The C was sort of on my balls a bit. But then he signed my balls, and that was technically 2 things. So I said, "Fuck, Crispy, bloody hell, mate!
Come on, mate.
You're just trying to get out of here."
Yeah.
So then, buddy, go home for a bit, and then it's off to Ballan, the Ballan Football Netball Club. I shouldn't have to write that down. So let me tell you a little bit about Ballan, the way this shit went down. So I've been booked in, did their goods and services auction a couple of years ago. They booked me in to do it again this year. Good gig.
Getting a lot of repeat business here, mate.
Yeah.
Is there any chance you could handball some of these gigs?
Well, I did last year, didn't I?
No,
I think you did it the year before.
No, I didn't go out there.
Well, only because you would have been
I would have been
busy.
Working.
Yeah, you would have been the first one.
Thanks, mate.
So I thought it was you and the Nelsons.
No.
Anyway, so...
No, did Dave O'Neill and Oaksy go out there? Don't know.
No, fucked if I know. But anyway, so 6 weeks out from doing the goods and services auction.
GNS.
Get a bloody... wouldn't have been 6, 4 maybe. Maybe 3.
Right, jeez.
Get a bloody message from Talia, the organiser, saying, "Tom, can you give us a buzz? Let's talk shop," and ring up. And as it so happens, they had won the Carlton Draft competition, and not only were part of the Carlton Draft competition, they were the first pick. So they picked Trent Cotchin, and Trent Cotchin was going to be playing for them that day. So they said, change your plans. You're
out.
You can stick your goods and we still want you.
Oh,
yeah. You stick your goods and services auction up your ass. We're going to have the Trent Cotchin Day. You'll get down there earlier.
Will I get down there?
Interview
earlier?
Trent at 6, and then get your comedy done, and then do your comedy after that.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, nice.
So,
early start.
Early start. One would have thought early finish, but they still wanted me to do the comedy. So technically I was doing a lot more for the same price, but didn't really sink in until I got there.
You get here an hour earlier.
Yep.
You interview Koch.
So
he's got to get out.
So
you hang around.
So you know the Carlton Draft competition.
Yes.
Yeah, so it's a great initiative by the
When's the
by
last
Carlton
time you
Draft.
had a Carlton Draft?
I
haven't had a Carlton Draft in a long while. I can't remember the last time I've had a Carlton Draft.
No, but I'm telling you, there will be a fair spike from what happened at Ballan on
Glad you had to look for it again
on Saturday night, because I got there. I don't know what I was expecting, but I'm on my way there. I told Talia I'd be there about 6, and she rang me about 5:30 and said, "Are you still going to be here at 6?" I said, "Yeah, all good." And she goes, I reckon we get you straight up when you get here. Let's get straight into it." And I thought, oh, that's good. She's keen. She wants to get this going. But I realised when I got there, the reason she wanted me to get up quick is because everyone was so fucked off their heads that it was the drunkest room full of people I've seen. And it must have been, when I got there must have been 300 people in this room.
Yeah.
Standing room only, absolute carnage. So what they do is Carlton Draft donate, from what I understand, or they pay for Trent Cotchin.
Yep.
And then for him to stay till 8 o'clock, and they donate as much beer as you can possibly sell.
Jesus.
Yeah, so 100% profit.
Oh, yeah.
They said they normally get about 400 to a game. They got about 1,500.
Jesus.
Played the top team, though, which was...
that's tough.
Yeah, but...
Tough for Koch as well.
Yeah.
Got to get a kick, mate.
Yeah, well, he had over 30 posies and kicked 4 of their 5 goals.
Okay.
So he did his job.
Yeah.
He did his part.
Not much else.
No.
Not much else happened out of Ballan. What are they? What's their mascot?
Ballan.
Ballan Beavers, Ballan Broncos.
So,
What were their jumpers? What they look like? That'll
well,
give
that
us
was
some
sort of a
tip.
weird. No, definitely not an AFL jumper. Just
No.
a real. Fucked if I know. Actually,
Someone smoked, got on the acid and thought, oh yeah, because you know how some teams like they go a bit weird.
yeah. Well, it's a beautiful looking jumper, but yeah, not one that I'd seen before. So anyway, so have a look. What a lovely guy Trent Cotchin is. Because I thought I've met him a couple of times before, and the famous what's his name? When the trainer that day.
The move. What was it? Clanger.
The Clanger, yeah.
Clanger
So
move.
that day, and I've been a couple of times before, and I thought, I wonder if he'll remember me. Got in there, g'day Tommy, how you going? So I went in this little room because he was just getting mobbed, and went in this little room. What do you want to talk about? Blah, 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 blah. Got on stage. He was great, but the crowd was just out of control, just yelling. He got booed by people when I got up. There because I said Richmond legend and one game, for Ballan and boo, and I was like, fucking hell, mate, he kicked you. He kicked four of your 5 goals. I think he pulled his weight.
Yeah.
And then anyway, just chaos. People yelling out shit. People hanging shit on each other, putting out spot fires. Interviewed him for about half an hour. Then it was time for the auction. Let's see how much money we can get out of this crowd.
He's signing a jumper.
He signed everything that wasn't bolted down.
Oh.
So, so I think each quarter he wore a jumper.
Okay.
So he signed that, made $2,000 each jumper.
Jesus.
Right, signed footies. They would have made pushing $20,000 off the auction. Oh, nothing.
They're going to buy some decent players.
Don't know. Nothing went for under 1,500. So I'd say auctions are sort of dropped off a bit, but not this. And we got to the end, and I said, all right, that is it. Nothing more. And a bloke yelled out, not a word of a lie, I'll pay $2,000 for his shoes. I said, what, mate? And he said, I'll pay $2,000 for the shoes he's wearing now. And we've sort of looked down. He's wearing these $80 sort of New Balance sneakers.
So less than my shoes.
Yeah, pretty nice shoes. But and I said, mate, are you serious? He goes, yeah. This guy was poleaxed.
Clearly.
And I said, mate, if I'm going to get the girl to come over, you tap your card. If she gives me the thumbs up, you can have it. I said to Trent,
do you want his socks as
I
well?
said, mate, do you want to? I said,
$1,000?
mate, you got other shoes in the car, Trent? And he goes, mate, $2,000. I'll drive home in fucking socks. I don't care. And so you might have seen the photo I put up. He was wearing socks.
I haven't looked.
So he's wearing socks. So this fucking poleaxed bloke and his mates are cheering him on. And I went and stood to him. I said, mate, you got a missus? He goes, yeah, no, I'm
She's gonna be
married.
wrapped.
I go, yeah, mate.
Oh, yeah.
Do you really want to do this? And he goes, no, mate, I'll do it. Anyway, so he came up and Trent just signed. There's nowhere to sign though. So he sort of
What are you
signed.
going to do with
side.
those? Like, you think about, like, you can't really frame
No.
Cotchin's regular shoes.
That was insanity.
It's
and
bizarre.
at least 6 people came up to him with their shoes and said, mate, and like wearing socks, mate, you can wear mine home. And he's like, mate, it's okay. Look, there's no fucking way he was putting his shoes in some of these filthy fuckers' shoes. And it was the bloody president, great guy, but they got this guy in to smoke all this meat and had ribs and bloody wings. Brisket, some of the best brisket. I took home a bloody bucket of brisket. And he's going, mate, it's going to be too hard to get money off people. Just tell everyone the food's free. And
He's poleaxed.
poleaxed. And I'm going, mate, I called this Talia girl over and I said, this guy's your fucking president's about to give away free food. And she goes, you can't be doing that. I said, there's fucking 250 people here. Like, if you get $20 out of all of them,
mate,
it's like get another major sponsor for the. So anyway, we ended up, $20 a feed, hang around for and he's going, I can hang around for comedy for free. I said, no, fucking charge him $10. There's so many people here.
Are you running your raffle in the halftime? Surely you're not running your raffle.
Fuck, that raffle can get fucked. Or we probably would have made about fucking $20,000 for how much money was getting.
Ballan, that's on the way to Ballarat, isn't it?
It's on the way to Ballarat.
Yeah,
it's cold as a witch's dick, and
mate, they're as rich as a witch's dick.
Mate,
it's all happening.
The one thing. Some guys, I reckon I said this last time I did a gig at Ballan, there was guys that looked virtually homeless that would buy something for $3,000 and someone would go, that bloke owns half a fucking Victoria, he's loaded. And you're like, what the fuck is going on here?
Buy some jocks. Fucking
Just that's
jumper
some
that doesn't have
real,
holes in it.
some real surprise packets. But then I got up, and I said, all right, Trent. I said, Trent,
Get the fuck out of here. Start the car.
Get the fuck out of here, mate. This joint's out of control. It was fucking chaos, and everyone had it in their head that I look like Fisher, the DJ. Everyone's shut up, Fisher.
Yeah.
Fucking Fisher, play
We
us
said
up.
this early on. You said you get Fisher.
Yeah, well, it got. It
Did you
spread
bring your
around.
decks with you? Did you bring
well,
your decks?
and there's no. When I got up to do the stand up, I
Are
said,
you dreading the stand-up at this stage?
I was thinking I could probably go home and no one would even notice. Like, it was out of control. But I
Yeah.
thought, fuck, it's got to the stage now, and you'll be the same too. Like, I don't even really give a fuck. Like, if you had got some comedians to get up there with, by then it was down to probably 200, but there were people falling off their chair. Like, it was people yelling out, fucking out of control. And I said, look, I'll go as long as I can. Like, it's going to be chaos. It really is. And they were like, yeah, no, we've sort of promised, there was comedy, so do what you got to do. And I said, well, you're fucking giving it away for free 15 minutes ago. And so anyway, I put this bloody speaker around my neck and put on a bloody Fisher song and got up and brought myself on as Fisher, which I thought would be a good idea, but the joint was going crazy and everyone was like dancing. I was like, well, this is quite funny, but now I've got to calm everyone down and
DJ.
tell some fucking dick jokes.
Yeah.
And so I did that. Everyone's yelling out, go fuck yourself and rah rah, and I'm putting out spot fires. And then, look, it was a crazy night, but one thing I'll finish on that happened. There was one bloke really, my God, shut up.
He's trying to settle.
He's trying to settle.
Shut
down.
everyone up. Have some respect.
Yeah, but
this is Fisher.
I said, mate, honestly, the jokes are getting laughs, so people can obviously hear. But just when I'm telling them, it's so noisy. Yeah. But people are listening, so we're never going to get silence.
No.
It's not going to fucking happen. So if you want to listen. People at the back, they're not even where I'm here. They're not even aware they're there, I don't think.
I'd rather, at least people are, I don't know. You go, what are we doing here?
It was
what
fucking
is it, what
chaos.
we do?
If you had shown another comedian, I feel like just getting the camera and going and just showing the crowd and saying, I'm performing in front of this. It was fucking madness. And anyway, so this bloke's gone. I think a girl might have been chatting. Someone's told her to shut up. Backwards and forwards. Get fucked, rah, rah. And two blokes really started lipping off. And they've sort of got off their chairs and got right in each other's face.
All right.
And then
what are they going at? They obviously a get fucked cancels each other out. What are the insults they're throwing?
Well, hats off to them. They certainly couldn't accuse of them being all talk. It was get fucked, you're a fuckhead, get fucked, all right, let's go outside. And they both said,
this car park.
Yeah, car park. So car park. All right. So they've got up, went outside. So I just stopped the show for a bit. And I said, hang on a sec. And I'm really high on this stage. So I can and I said, all right, we'll just wait till they go out and then we'll get back into it. And each person's taken about 4 friends, the usual wife going, don't, Barry, you did this last week.
Was there any high school? Was there any fight?
No, I think it was just another day in the office down at Ballan. It was not even
just Robbo and Macca.
Yeah, just
sorting their shit out again.
Just
never been the same since Macca fucked Robbo's wife all those years ago.
So it was very matter of fact. It wasn't like, nah, fuck. It was like, all right, let's go outside. So they're heading outside, and so that's sort of crew. About 20 people have gone outside. Doors shut, and I've got these big glass windows behind me. They got the new rooms. Too much glass sometimes in the new rooms.
Too much glass.
Footy clubs should be made of brick. They should be able to survive a fucking nuclear bomb.
Yeah. I think were they big glass windows? Because I know East Ringwood did it, but they the frame of the windows are too close together. You need the big glass so everyone's got their vision.
Yeah, well, this is looking out in the car park.
Oh, so you can
so I got the car park behind me. Too much. Get the architects.
Why do you need fucking glass looking in the car park so no one steals anyone's car?
The architects that design these new footy clubs are fucking idiots. Fucking hippie fuckwits. This is one thing they did. Like, they've got no common sense. They've never walked into a footy club. So they had, this joint had, it was something you'd expect at like a fancy fucking Asian fusion restaurant was the toilets. So they had 8 toilets in a row.
Yeah.
all unisex, no urinal,
Yep.
all unisex,
Yep.
right? And so just 8 doors in a row, and then they had this like it was like a space, like a walkway in front of the doors, and then they had this real fancy fucking thing to wash your hands. So you'd wash your hands and look into the door, into the door, but obviously at a footy club, everyone's blind. Guys just go into a piss and leave the door open.
Yeah.
And they said, so all these like old ladies would be there washing their hands and just be watching some bloke's ass as he's pissing. So they had to get up. The footy club had to take it upon themselves and put all these walls up. Looked like a fucking 8-year-old did the carpentry. Put this wall up and divide them and have a men's toilets and a women's. Because
you have to. Like, I know the unisex, we don't know what gender a lot of people are, and you want to be inclusive. But there's a point where you got to go. The blokes have to piss there. Keep them away from the women. Keep the women away from the blokes. You got to separate. You got to what's that thing where they
got to keep them separated.
That's right. The Offspring said it best in '94 when they released the Smash album. You got to keep them separated.
They were talking. They were talking about the Ballan toilets.
30 years ago, they said it.
They could see it coming.
They were in California writing this music and said, we're going to have issues in Ballan in 30 years.
You got to keep them separated.
These architects are fucked. They go on these little tangents. They like to show how progressive and how they can think outside the square. I said, it's a fucking toilet.
Yep. No, it's
Just
fucked.
keep them separated.
Because you don't want to be on the cans all day on the hill. You don't want to play twos footy. Get on the cans at 2. You're fucking drinking. You might have. Then you go and have
You're
bloody
pissing on your shoes.
Yeah, eight steamed dim sims.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, your guts are fucked, and then you go and take a rank dump. And you open the door, and bloody 84-year-old fucking Beryl from the canteen is standing there, and she's got to walk into the living hell.
How are those Jimmys going? I served you earlier.
Yeah.
Beryl, go check the bloody toilet bowl.
You don't want to open the door after a dump and there's a female there.
You don't. You don't need it.
Whereas if it's a mate
in Germany, maybe.
Yep.
In Germany, they love that stuff.
But not here.
Not in Ballan.
You want to open the door after dropping the kids off at the pool, and there's a mate there, and you just say,
"Don't go in there.
Cop on that.
Cop on that.
Sit on that.
Sit on that, mate.
So
piss that shit off.
So anyway, so they've all gone out, and I'm up there telling jokes. This is actually a pretty this is quite good.
Good gig.
It's really settled down. Absolute silence. And I'm telling a joke, and then I just it was sort of too good for a bit. And I just said,
"Yeah, what's happened here?
Are they fighting behind me?" And everyone just said, "Yep." And I turn around, they're at it behind me. So
you can look out. They're under floodlight or something, are they? Or in the
car
dark?
park was a bit lit up. Yeah, so they're right behind me. So fucking bloody nightmare. You can't compete with a punch on.
You can't.
No.
People love that kind of shit.
I love a punch on, and as if the gig couldn't get any worse, my suburban footballer gear set, the alarm went off.
Because it smelt so bad.
No, I think someone was smoking something at Dunnies. Alarm went off.
When you're doing suburban football.
Yeah. The alarm went off. My alarm bells, they were going off the moment I walked into the fucking joint. And the game of footy was a rip-up. And they couldn't turn the tellies off. So
you can't turn the tellies off.
No, didn't know how to turn the tellies off.
Yeah,
okay. Yep, so she was a wild night. I walked out of there, cried myself to sleep, took home a bucket of brisket, and just...
What are you doing? What are you driving home? Because, I went to the Woodside Footy Club and they were the reverse. It was the quietest reverse drive I've ever been to.
Well, this was out of control, yeah. No, it's like everyone was happy. Everyone was coming up going, mate, that was great. Jeez, it was a bit wild up there. Oh, you reckon? But look, yeah, it was. Look, they loved it. But fuck me, it was. She was a wild night.
Crazy.
Yeah, probably the wildest crowd I've seen in a while. The amount of piss that these people drank. Oh, God, they must have made some money.
Yep.
They made pushing 20 off the auction.
That's crazy.
They get 400 a normal game. They got about 1,500 to this game.
It's big.
Would have got a lot more, but it started pissing down rain about 1 o'clock, which was a bit of a bummer.
Yeah.
Would have kept a few away.
Oh, yeah.
But anyway, that's enough about me. But yeah, thanks Ballan and thanks Creswick and thanks to those dads and everyone that had me. Had a great weekend.
Great stuff, mate.
Yeah.
All right. Good stuff.
So
Good work,
here
mate.
we are. We got you. How long did that take? That was.
No, that's all right. Well, this...
How long did that take?
It's about 30 minutes.
Jesus.
That's all right. That's a big weekend, mate. All right. So I was talking last week. I said, Evo lives down in the country. He's just a country lad, mate, living off the land.
Salt of the earth.
And I said, I can't get angry. I'm one of those guys who it takes a lot for me to get angry. Well, Evo's gotten angry.
Mate, you were fucking... Just before we turn this camera on, you were fucking pretty fired up.
Well, yeah, I've had a bit of a week, mate. I've had a bit of a week.
Yeah.
Like I said, it takes a lot for me to bloody lose the plot.
No, well, you say you're a country boy and you say you don't... I think the way you perceive yourself is quite different to
the way
you actually are.
You've never really seen me snap, though, have you?
Well, you said you were pretty pissed off before about how much you got paid. Remember that?
Yeah,
about fucking 30 minutes ago?
Yeah, I got a bit angry. But when someone like sideswipes me driving a car, I just let it go.
Yeah. Words of Billy Brownless, don't mess with a man's wallet or a man's woman.
Yeah.
As he famously said on the footy show.
That's right. I saw that pop up the other day.
Oh, did it?
Yeah.
You got a bit of backlash for that. I thought it was fair enough.
I think it's fair enough. Yeah. Anyway, so let me write. This is a bit of a saga. It's a bit of an ordeal.
Strap yourselves in.
I've written jot points, and I won't be able to put it all in perspective. It might be something, it might not be. Anyway, so any case, So late January, I get hit up from a comedian, a big-name comedian who we gig with a lot.
Yep.
And he says that there's a guy, and I won't name any names because I don't want to throw anyone under the bus. So get ready. I'm going to have to... You're going to have to beep out a few names.
Yeah,
I'm sure I'm going to
Well, I think you could say the comedian's name.
Oh, Dave O'Neill.
Yeah.
Dave O'Neill hit me up, said there's a guy out St Kilda way. He wants to run a festival. He wants to, things down a certain street of St
So we're not even naming the street.
Well, people are going to put it together.
Well, you've just said St Kilda. You said down your way.
All right, Fitzroy Street.
Yep.
St Kilda.
Yep.
Right. By the end of it, I'm going to name the bloke.
It's not off to a good start for
Not off to a
keeping
good start. Anyway, so he said, I've been hit up by a guy. He wants to breathe life back into Fitzroy Street, St Kilda. I said, well, can we maybe... He wants to run a comedy festival. I said, well, how about we just get rid of the junkies?
Yep.
That's a good way to breathe a bit of life.
Speaking of Creswick, the town, was it called the Creswick?
The what?
Was it in Fitzroy Street? Was that called the Creswick?
The Gatwick.
Gatwick.
The Gatwick.
Yeah.
That got done over by the block.
Yeah.
It's all fancy now.
Yeah, and that was when Fitzroy Street, that would have nearly gone down in value because that was a real moment for Fitzroy Street, and then it just fucking plummeted.
Fitzroy Street used to have, they got the Saint, they've got...
Rabada?
Rabada.
This is going back about 20 years. I remember Rabada. God, it was barely a night for about a decade. Didn't end up at Rabada.
Jesus.
That was. I remember
chewing their fucking heads off in Rabada.
Yeah, she was. And then you'd look around. You'd go there to meet ladies, and then you'd look around at about 4, and you'd be like, "There's only blokes in this joint." And
the ladies
used to clear out pretty quick, and we still used to have fun. Jonathan Fuster.
Fuster.
He told a story once.
Schuster.
Yeah. And it's not...
Not the comedian Schuster.
Yeah.
Not Fuster.
I picked him up one day. Fuck, he's a funny bloke.
He's funny, dude.
Took him to a gig. I said, mate, I'll pick you up. Picked him up, and he hadn't slept. He'd been out on the mushrooms all night. Jesus. And he said he went that night. He went into the Gatwick. The Gatwick.
Jeez, you're good with
trying
words.
To buy some mushrooms. Yeah. And he was explaining it. Back in its day, it would have been a living hellhole.
People have been killed in there.
Yeah.
There were no rules in there.
No, it was like its own fucking...
It was like a drug den. It was like its own law.
And he said a lot of mental health issues. Like people just screaming in their rooms. Like a mental asylum, but sort of open to the public.
Yeah.
So
anyway, Dave said, mate, I don't have time for this. I'll give you Evan Hocking's number, mate. He runs gigs. He's your man.
He's your man.
So
He's a good organiser.
He's a good organiser.
He's a country boy.
He's organised, mate. So I have a chat to old mate. He goes, I just want to, Fitzroy Street. It's we need to breathe a bit of life back into the restaurants, into the venues.
Yep.
So we're going to create a St Kilda Street, Fitzroy Street Comedy Festival. I said, all right, no worries.
Great idea.
Great idea, mate. I've got mates who have run festivals.
Yep.
I run gigs myself. Let's see what's going on. So we have a chat. And then 29th of Jan, the first email comes through. What he's doing, he's going up and down the street, gaining interest from the venues.
Just putting the feelers out. See if anyone would be interested in holding one of your little functions.
Yeah. So, and what it is, there's a bit of a committee, a Fitzroy Street committee. So this is his brainchild, but also there's a committee who are backing him. They're behind him. So he goes, all right, so I'm going to, and he's not, he works as well. So he's got a big gun on himself.
Yeah, we're all busy.
He's a busy man.
So what's his connection with Fitzroy Street?
Well, he works on Fitzroy Street.
Ah.
So, and I won't say what he does, but, and I will preface by saying his passion, his commitment, and his energy to make this work.
You can't question it.
I cannot question it. I could not question that.
That's what I always say. There's some people really fucking rub you up the wrong way and they shit you. But if someone's passionate, it's hard to be angry at them.
Yeah, it's hard to be angry.
Hard to be angry.
So first email comes through, 29th of Jan. I've got this down. He said,
Yep.
Great to chat on the phone, Evan. Really good stuff. This is the vision. We're going to do, my idea is we're going to do a 3-week festival. Already I'm thinking, that's a bit, 3 weeks.
3 weeks is a long festival for one street.
Yeah, I'm thinking, all right, just relax, but that's okay. We're just in the early stages.
Yep.
This idea is in its infancy.
It's in its
It's a new placenta.
Placenta, is it?
No, that's the part of the feeds the baby.
The
infancy.
Jizz?
Maybe it's an egg. And
in the sterilised? No. Fertilised? No.
Fertilising? No, I reckon infancy.
Yeah, infancy's
pretty good.
Yeah,
pretty
that's
good. Let's not try and overdo this, all right?
Yeah, it's...
anyway, so the first email comes through and I go, And he said, what he's going to do, he's going to put a document together with venues that are interested, capacities, things like that. So, okay, all right. And at this stage, he's sort of saying, I'm thinking the end of July, mid-July,
this year,
start of August isn't a bad idea. And all, there's just by phone and email, I'm a bit like, that's a bit soon.
It happens a bit in this biz where someone tells you their goal and you just know it's not happening. Now, sometimes you're better off saying, you know what, mate, that's not happening.
That's not happening. Okay.
Or put a little, this little fucking picture. Have I showed you my picture of tough decisions, easy life?
No.
No, it's a good little metaphor, not a metaphor, little picture, and it just says tough decisions. So basically, if you make a hard decision early, easy life. Yes. But if you make an easy decision early,
it makes it harder.
harder down the track. It's that. It basically says that first, that decision you make right at the start is that'll have a big impact down the track.
All right.
So make the tough. You're about to make a shit decision.
You watch this build.
Yeah.
Anyway, so the 15th of Feb, he sends through a Google Doc with all the venues that he's approached.
Yep.
And okay. So I still haven't met him in person this stage. We're just on the phone. We're just, and even at this point, it's sort of, because he's busy, it'll be a phone call and then we don't get a call back to the next day and sort of emails are flying here, there.
You can lose a week pretty quick.
You can lose a week very quick in the comedy festival organising game if not everyone's accessible.
Yep.
Yeah, and... Because I thought, all right, so I'm going to meet him in person. So already we're a month down. Thursday the 29th of February was the first ever face-to-face.
Yep.
And I know that because I went and watched Blink 182 that night.
Yep.
I thought, all right, I'll go into Fitzroy Street. We'll meet face-to-face. We'll have a coffee and we'll talk turkey. Let's see what he wants to do. And you when you see someone in person, you go, all right, who's this guy look like? Who is he? Is he a nutcase? Is he all right? And so I've written in my diary as well.
I'm very judgy. I'll judge a book by its cover that quick.
You have to.
But quite often you're right. Sometimes you see someone, you're like, I bet he's a real sick fuck.
Slimy little rat.
And you're normally right. You get surprised sometimes, but I'll put a black line through people quick.
Oh, yeah. So I wrote in my diary because I think I'd spoken to you because you've had a crack at running a festival, a comedy festival.
Yes.
It wasn't a positive experience.
It was a living hell. The Albury Wodonga Comedy Festival, which went for 3 years.
Yeah, that's a long festival.
Yeah, it was too long.
We've run out of acts. We cannot do a 3-year festival.
It was good for the first weekend, but really started over the next 3 years, really fizzled off.
No. 3 years in a row.
Yeah, it went for Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday for 3 years. And interestingly, its numbers decreased over years. Interest waned in it. You just get a lot of people promise shit that don't deliver. Promise the world, deliver the Atlas, and we got screwed over, and neither Des or I could make a decision. And
plus, it doesn't help that you're so far away. Like, you're not running it from Wodonga.
Yeah. And we probably focused on the wrong things. I remember we did a gig upstairs at the at Paddy's, and they said we could have 120 people in.
Yep.
And we said, no, we'll get more than that. And they said, we've put the chairs there, boys. You won't get any more than 120. So we went up there. We spent about an hour moving all these chairs around.
Tape measure. And we need 1 centimetre in between chairs.
And they said, you need someone to walk through there. And we go, all right, we'll move these around. So we got 140 seats in. And we're like, fuck, that's great. 140, that means extra money, bit of extra money. That's going to help because it's a big outlay for us. And, we sold 22 tickets. So
you got 118 seats.
The extra chairs we
space.
Squeezed in just sort of made more empty seats.
So,
and I actually, for his 50th, I made him this big stainless steel sign that said 140 chairs, because it was a real metaphor for our festival. We were concentrating on the wrong things.
Yeah, that's right. So anyway, Thursday the 29th of Feb, I go into Fitzroy Street. I catch up with and we just sit down, have a coffee, and it's positive. It's a beautiful day. The sun's shining. I had a few things written down in my diary about what we need to run a festival. Because you need a website. You need, the same ticketing. I should have brought my diary with me. I had it all written down there. Who's going to be on the door for the venue?
Yep.
Who's going to do the marketing? What lead up do we need with the marketing? Anyway, so we sit down and he goes, all right, this is what I planned. We've got, here's the Google Doc. We've got, there's 12 venues that are interested. I think if this goes well, we'll have 4 or 5 shows a week for 3 weeks. And already I'm going, Jesus, I'm starting to get overwhelmed.
Seems like a lot.
I'm starting to realise.
Yep.
Because what's happened is they've got some money that they need to spend. And we've the committee, we've got some money. It needs to be spent by June or something, but, the thing's in July. I said, well, how does that work? I don't know. Anyway, so I'm starting to realise that the dream, this is like Martin Luther King. I've got a dream.
Yep. Yeah.
And I'm starting to go, okay, all right. I'm picking up what you're putting down, but I sort of slowly and just sort of carefully sort of said that this is a big undertaking. And I know some people who have tried to put this stuff together where they've taken a year to set everything up.
Yep.
Okay, no, that's all right. It's all good. The restaurants are on board. We're doing it. Okay, all right. No worries. So
Alrighty.
I left there thinking I'm going to enjoy Blink 182, have a few beers and forget about that for the moment. But okay, it's a start. So then we get to the 5th of March and he said, I need you to send a proposal of what it would cost for you. And he sort of, back to the 29th of February, he basically went from saying, all right, bang, Evan, you're booking the acts. You're the curator for the festival. I'm like, whoa, I'm not the curator.
I'm just Evan. I'm the guy that
I'll book the acts.
Yeah.
I'll run, and even at this point, I think we need to get those 3 weeks down to 2 weeks.
Here's an idea. How about you send me a proposal and we take it from there?
That's what I'm thinking. So I sent him a proposal based on the size of the venue. If it's this big, this is what it's going to cost. If it's this big, this is what it's going to cost.
Yep.
And I base that off booking acts. Because the way I usually book them, unless it's a really big name who you got to go through their agent, I just text them.
Yeah.
Hey, Pete, hell yeah. What are you doing on Thursday, the 17th of May?
He'll write back. Who's this?
How'd you get my number?
Please delete my number and go through management.
Okay. All right,
Pete. Have fun going around the world.
There you go.
Is that what he's doing? Amazing Race.
Yeah, he's doing the Amazing Race. Yeah, so I base it off that, and then also he said, oh, well, what do you want? What do you want to run? I've never done anything like this. There's no real clear detail of what I'm thinking. I just book the acts, turn up on the night, run the show.
Yeah.
That's it.
Yep.
So I go, how much money do I? So I put my cost in for that. No dramas. All right. That's the 5th of March. Anyway, it gets to like the 14th of March.
Okay.
And he starts, and there's emails flying back between restaurants and flying here, flying there. I'm only dealing with this guy.
Yeah.
So anyway, he gets to a point where he says, all right, great proposal. That's beautiful. Those costs look good. This much for a show where the venue holds 100. Great stuff. All right. Now, what I need you to do is go through that Google Doc and work out which venues are going to be suitable. So we want to do late July, August, over 3 weeks. You put together a little schedule. Okay, how's that sound? How's that sound, mate? And I'm like, whoa. Cool, yeah, jets, blah. I said, for me to do that, put a schedule together.
Yep.
And go through and pick which restaurants. That's a full-time job. That's a full-time job from now until the end of July.
Yeah, and you don't want to be asking. This is where they get it the wrong way around. Like I always say to people, we want this comedian this time. Can you ask him or see what dates?
Yeah.
You're like, no.
See who's available.
Yeah, no. You fucking tell us.
Tell us
the date,
and I'll get the best available act.
Yeah,
yeah.
And
you can't be going. Oh, can you block out? Are you available on?
Yeah.
July 27th.
And we'll see if it comes off.
So you can't be doing that.
Not happening. I the way I do it, and I say, lock in a date, and then I'll give you 7 options. You put them in the list of 1 to 7 preference, and I'll start at the top, work my way down.
That's the way I do it as well. So, all right. So it ends up, I think he just polled it on that. I was 14th of March. I said, nah, I'm not doing that. You've got to do that. You've got to work it out with your marketing manager. I'm just booking. My fee was just to book the acts, be there on the night to run the show.
Yep.
Okay.
This is a fucking shit show.
It's turned into a shit show. And once again, I'm starting to get overwhelmed. I'm starting to get anxious. I'm sleeping all right, but I'm going, what's going on here? But I'm still in this point where I don't know if this is going to happen. Because even in the back of my head, like, I don't know what the full budget is. I haven't met the marketing manager. I'm just dealing with this guy. And
you don't want to, like it or not, you're going to be the face of this for the other comedians. You don't want to be known as Evan, he fucked up the Fitzroy Street Comedy Festival and booked all the acts and that never happened.
People there. Yeah, because what his thing was I just booked the acts, do that, set the schedule up, and they're left to their own devices because he's going overseas. He's going overseas for 5 weeks.
He's getting the fuck out of there. He doesn't want to.
Getting out of here.
He doesn't want to be involved in this shit show.
So he starts going, and the restaurants, what they'll do, they'll just organise a menu. They'll do all that, and they'll set up their own ticketing. And I said, well, no, that's not how a festival works. You need a website. You need this. You need that. Anyway, so there's a bit of silence now. From the 14th of March, there's maybe a few calls. There's not much going on. And then we find out that we need to guarantee that the acts are going to be there on the night. I said, well, if we need to guarantee that, we're going to have to go through agents. We're going to have to do
contract.
Because, at first it was just a text message.
Yeah.
That's what he sort of made it out. He goes, I like the way they do it at the Grandview with Dave O'Neill. I said, yeah, well, Dave just does that. He texts whoever wants to come down and, it's pretty easy. But this is a festival. He said, so we need faces on a generic poster. We need big names. I said, well, we're going to have to go through agents for that. So all of a sudden the goalposts have changed a bit.
Yep, they've moved.
You go, I kicked for the goals before, but now it's a point because the goals are moved.
Now there's a soccer goal, there's a basketball,
It's a
netball
soccer
hoop
goal.
down
I
there.
don't know
Like,
what we're doing
They
here.
haven't moved. They're a different goal.
So that's the 15th of April. So once again, this is creeping out.
Yeah.
To try and get this done by July. But no.
It's not happening in July.
Well, he still thinks it is. So I said, all right, we've got to go through agents. I said, well, that's going to change the cost of the show. It's got to.
Yeah.
It's going to happen. And also, I start thinking, well, now that's going to add, instead of just texting someone, I've got to go back and forth through agents.
Oh, locking shit in with agents is a fucking nightmare.
Jesus Christ.
For someone whose sole job is to get things happening, they're very good at preventing things from happening.
And also, we're dealing with acts they're going overseas. They're selling out theatres overseas. Like, to get some of these acts to do a 40-seater in Fitzroy Street.
To these little Fitzroy fuckers, Fitzroy Street fuckers, sorry. To them, this is the biggest thing in the world. To these guys, it's a fucking inconvenience. They've got to go down there, probably step on a fucking syringe,
over a junkie, punch a junkie out,
get fucking Hep C, and punched up by a fucking Darrow. Just bloody. They don't want to be doing this shit.
No,
well, they don't mind doing it, but it's when you make it difficult. You got to make it easy.
You got to make it easy.
Fuckwits are making things very fucking hard at the moment.
Easy peasy. And like I said, that's the 15th of April. We've got to go through agents. All right. So he sort of says to me, he says, just, get a bit of a feel from the agents, just find out price. I said, I'm not going to, until anything's locked in.
No, you don't feel shit out.
I mean, at this point, we haven't even got a name for this thing. He's got a bit of a thing in his head where he goes, we're going to call it Fitzroy Street. What a joke.
So the Fitzroy Street, what a joke.
Yeah, festival or something.
This guy's a fucking joke. This guy's a fucking idiot. Is he a listener?
No, I don't think he is. He's not a fan of me. But we'll get to that to the end.
Oh.
So, 15th of April. Like I said, I'm still, at this point, I'm putting everything back on them because I go, you need this before I do anything else. And at this point, I haven't spoken to agents. I haven't even texted acts. Okay, let's just work out where we are here. 30th of April, our next meeting.
Yep.
And what I'd put in my little proposal, it's not even a proper contract. Like, that's something where you go, where's all this money coming from? How am I getting paid? What's going on?
Yep.
If I drive, I said, if I drive from Mornington to St Kilda, because I'm thinking that's going to be a lot of... He just goes, are you floating around St Kilda at any point?
No,
I said, well,
no one floats around St Kilda except the fucking junkies. that are ruining your shit street.
I don't have to pick up any drugs this week, so I'm not going to St Kilda. So anyway.
Hey, like everyone else on the planet, we're steering very well clear of your fucking street.
I don't want a dodgy kebab. Like I said, everything is done at weird times because he's a full-time worker. He works hard. He's passionate.
Yep.
He's passionate to make this happen. So the 30th of April, or maybe the 31st, I've had a gig down in Port Fairy the day before. I've had to trundle my way up, and I said, I'll swing by St Kilda on the way back from Port Fairy, which is just what I want to do after a bloody gig down there. So it's not until like 8 o'clock at night I can meet him. So park up and go in because now you have to. He's given me all these venues, but I don't know what they look like. People go, we'd love to run comedy, but you realise there's 35 pillars in the joint. No one can fucking see anything.
Yeah,
comedy won't work.
Or they're a fucking pizza joint or a fucking shisha.
You can fit 3 people in here if you're lucky.
And there's a shisha joint. There's that much smoke in the fucking joint. Shisha. Shisha.
Shisha.
Yeah, God.
Shisha. Anyway, so now we spend an hour walking up and down Fitzroy Street, going to the venues. And as I said, I love his passion. I love that.
No, you need more than passion in life.
Yeah, right.
You need some... He needs to trade a bit of that passion for a bit of fucking know-how.
Yes, wow. So
high on passion, low on know-how.
So I'm walking down. I've got my diary. I go, yeah, this place will work. And even some of the restaurant owners, they're sort of like, so what's the go here? What happens?
Yeah,
he's like, this is Evan. He's the curator. He's the booker. He's the man who's going to put this together.
The curator makes fucking cricket pitches, don't they?
Yeah, they do. They do. I said.
So how does a curator work for a festival?
Near the junction. Well, I've got to curate the talent. I've got to curate.
Curate them. Wouldn't it be a booker?
Yeah, well, I'm a booker. He's thrown everything, like you said, he's thrown everything onto me. All of a sudden, so
even his lingo's off. Fucking.
I'm all over the joint here. So I feel like the weight of the world's on my shoulders. And I'm getting, like I said, I'm overwhelmed again. And we're walking, that joint will work. We walk into some joint and, geez, it's a weird shape. Right? I said, that won't work. This will work, that won't. I think we got down to 6 venues.
So that joint, I mean, they're obviously not going to be happy because they've put money into this Fitzroy Street fucking festival slush fund and they're not even getting a show now because they've got a shit-shaped room.
Well, that's the other thing as well. Like,
the politics is going to be...
Wow, that's the
off
stuff.
its bloody dick.
I'm thinking about it. And at this stage, I still haven't spoken to anyone else on the committee. We're at April, the end of April, start of May.
Yeah.
I don't even know who because he's going to be going overseas in June. I'm getting handballed over to someone else. So he sends, I do that. I hope you're fine. I hope it's all right. Keep chiming in because I'm a bit all over the joint here. It's been a big ordeal, a big saga. Let's keep it going.
Let's keep it going.
All right, we're powering through. So Friday the 10th of May. And like I said, I've missed emails and this and that. There's talk back and forth, but like I said, it's very sporadic because he's working and I'm all over the joint. There's no system. There's group emails and then there's offshoot emails because I think he's trying to keep things under wraps from the committee.
Yep.
He's trying to get this thing through. It's like someone trying to, get some building work done and they go, well, I'm not doing this bloody properly. I better bloody hide that email and do this. Anyway. So it gets to Friday the 10th of May, and he's emailed every venue, and he says, Evan is working with the agents to book the acts. He just thinks I'm booking acts. I said, well, hang on a minute. I don't even know what day they want to. All of a sudden, I am curating the event. I said, well...
hang on, Dickless. What? He needs to put together the schedule.
That's what I've said. That's what I've said. But it's somehow, he's talked me into, I've got to come up with a shit. I'm not getting paid. I'm not getting paid anything at the moment.
You haven't been paid a cent.
I haven't been paid a cent. I don't know what is going on.
It's a full-time gig. You're stressing out of your brains. You're bloody spending way too much time in Melbourne's shittest street.
I'll get to Sunday the 12th of May. I thought, all right.
You'll end up living at the fucking Chatwick.
I'll live in the old Gatwick. I'll sleep in a dumpster. Anyway, Sunday the 12th of May. This is after he's told everyone I'm starting to book acts. All right, he's gone rogue.
Yep.
He says that Evo's onto it. He's booking acts.
Promising the world, delivering the Atlas, this fucking bloke. He's making promises that just don't exist.
He's cashing checks no one can fucking
The
pay
guy's
for.
insane.
It's madness. But he's just got this thing going.
He's got passion.
He's got a lot of passion. Anyway, Sunday the 12th of May, I send a group email to every venue owner that is there. I said...
Oh, he's not going to like this.
No, so I said... By the end of the week, by Friday the 17th of May, can I please get an email with the capacity of your venue and your preferred night you would like to hold? Because I think do it on a Tuesday, do it on a Wednesday, create a bit of buzz in the street, get rid of the homeless. Okay. All right. So I send that. By Friday the 17th of May, one venue's got back.
Yep.
And that's with a bit of a nudge from old mate going, come on. So already warning bells are really happening here. Like I don't think these restaurants, venues are up to scratch. They're not checking their emails. They don't know what's going on. So
they're better off. They're better off spending that money on some street security or something to get. Seriously, the problem the street's not going
maybe
well.
Some undercover cops.
It's because it's littered with fucking junkies and who make it terrifying to fucking even look out your window down that street.
Yeah.
The street's got bigger issues than not having comedy.
I know.
Like, you don't walk down that street and think,
No,
this joint needs a comedy festival.
I know.
This joint needs
What happened? What happened if the cops come down?
Presence.
What happened? Oh, well, 35 of the crowd got fucking knifed.
Yeah.
So, anyway, one venue gets back by the Friday. So, we're on to the 17th of May here. I don't even know what days people want to do it. So, and I'm getting emails. I finally got a reply from every venue the 25th of May. That's 2 weeks, 13 days after I said, okay, this is not at the time. I still haven't met anyone on the committee. We go, we're going to have to try and meet here to sort this shit out. So,
well, don't forget that they're acting like they're a team. They're fucking everyone on that committee is trying to do their own business in the street. So they're opposition.
Yes.
Say you're a team all you like, they're bloody up against each other.
Okay, so now this is where things get interesting.
Okay. Hopefully, yeah.
Yeah. All right. So I just drew up some random thing because I drew up. All right. So this restaurant will have something on the 30th of July. This will have it on because I hadn't heard anything back.
Yeah.
These are the names.
Just make shit up.
Okay. This is what's going to happen. All right. Okay. So the 27th of. All right. Sorry, guys. Let me get through this.
He's on his phone.
I'm on my phone.
He's trying to work out.
I'm on my phone. I just need to piece this together. Okay, so the 27th of May. This is Monday, not just gone, the one before.
Yep. So I've nearly caught up.
I'm nearly. Yeah. So, okay, so here we go. If we can fit 7 to 8 venues into the budget, that would be good. Even this point, I don't even know what the fucking budget is. I don't know. Remember, we're having to work within the budget. The lineup sounds great. The committee were a bit concerned that we haven't finalised the schedule, haven't got a fixed price contract in place with you. I tried to appease them. I said, well, I'm fucking getting worried. I don't have a contract as well.
And I don't know what the budget is, you fucking idiot.
What the budget is. He gave me a rough idea, but I'm like, what? I need the comfort that my responsibilities are finalised by mid next week. I'm overseas from June 5th for 5 weeks for a once-in-a-10-year holiday.
Oh,
I've left phone messages.
Tell us your fucking sob story, mate.
I've left phone messages, texts with the 6 venue owners, managers tonight to spur them into finalising a response to my email. Okay. So that is, fucking hell. And in the meantime, he's going back to the board. He's doing this. He's doing that. And I said to him, mate, we're going through agents. I don't even know what the budget is. So I'm going to have to lock in a show and then go back to the committee and find out what's left in the budget.
Yep.
So I said that to him. And anyway, this is last Tuesday
good.
Okay, yeah, putting this together. All right. Just read the email. This sounds a little clunky. I think it might scare the committee. This is where things start to turn. This is the 28th of May, sorry.
Yeah.
Just read your email. So this is last...
So is this him or you?
This is him to me.
Yeah.
This is last Tuesday. Just read your email. I think that sounds a bit clunky. That's the thing about getting the price for the show, going back so I know how much money we've got.
Clunky.
And I think it may scare the committee. You provided a quote estimate that I've already given the committee. That was before I had to go through agents. Hit those estimates. So now he's sort of starting to get a little...
Oh, was that? It was he saying hit those estimates.
Hit those estimates.
Fucking old. Hit you fucking...
He's getting that email. That's where he's getting a bit patronising.
Things are turning.
And this is where Evo's going from country laid out, Mr. Nice Guy.
Yeah.
Listen to this. What do you reckon the agents would think if I told them this when I went to start booking the acts? Tell the agents that we think this event will grow. So some help this year could be rewarded into the future. We are trying to support both the traders and entertainers in a difficult climate. How do you reckon they'd fucking go with that?
Oh, yeah. Oh, they'd give them for free, I reckon.
Yeah, just
the amount of times. Oh, good for your profile. People don't want to hear that shit.
No. All right.
Just give us fucking money.
Give us money.
Give us money.
All right,
this guy's...
All right, let me piece this together. All right.
This guy's got no idea. He is.
All right.
He's delusional.
This is tough.
You should have bailed on this a long time ago.
I know. I'm starting to think now that, well, not now, but back then I'm like, hang on, sorry about this. I just need to get this.
All right.
All right, you keep talking through.
Well, got told a good joke the other day.
Okay, yeah, tell that.
What's heavy? What's blue and not very heavy?
What's that?
Light blue.
Light blue. That's good.
It's not bad.
That's good.
Not bad.
All right, so I think. Hang on. All right, let me get through. So the 28th.
Why did Mickey Mouse break up with Minnie Mouse?
What was that?
Because she was fucking goofy. That's not one for the kids.
No, you can't do that. Sorry, I'm just trying
to kill time because
in the right time because I'm all over the shop
I'm
here
starting
now.
to think maybe the guy had a point that Evan's disorganisation with his emails. It's bloody tough to watch.
Fuck, where are we at? This is
I
tough.
reckon Evan.
Hang on, I just need to get the right wording on all this.
I reckon one of the guys in a sleeping bag on Fitzroy Street's emails are in better order than Evan's got his.
Well, I sort of sent them back through to me so I could do. All right, we're back.
Oh, here we go.
All right, so at the moment we're was
Topolino's one of them?
Topolino's was. I spoke to the owner in there. He was great. We were gonna even that's a tough room. There's fucking stairs and there's fucking.
You'd have to be at the back.
Yeah, we're at the back. Yeah, it's a bit tough. Yeah. Anyway, so all right. So now this is the 29th. This is last Wednesday, and we're about to hand over here. Like, oh mate, he thinks we're in a. So he's talking to the person he's handing it. Sorry about this, guys. I'm a bit all over the joint.
Yep.
We're almost there. Hi, so and so. Thank you for offering to help with moving the comedy festival.
So this is you.
This is the guy who's organising this, who I'm dealing with.
Yeah.
He's got to hand it over to someone else while he's away.
Jesus.
So here we go. Hi, so-and-so, who he's handing it over to. Thank you for offering to help with moving the comedy festival organised along in my absence. I'll leave on Wednesday the 5th, return the 11th of July. I was hoping we were further advanced. Despite a bit more heavy lifting, we are closer to getting to promotion advertising stage. We're nowhere fucking near it.
No.
Evan is now trying to lock in comedians. No, I'm not.
This guy...
Because I do not have a contract. I don't know what's going on.
This guy doesn't listen.
He does. He's not listening, and that's the thing. The venues need a bit of a prompt to find their preferred nights. Anyway, it was good to catch up, to discuss, blah, blah, blah. Evan has offered to come up to the peninsula to have a meeting on Friday. I said, I'll do that. I need to know who these people are. Do you have any time Friday? Blah, 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 blah. And then he went to the marketing manager in the same email. Do you think we can start planning the generic poster graphics for the festival? I've discussed this with you before, and not trying to tell you how to suck eggs, but I think you mentioned you have people to do this for you. Get a head start with the graphics, then fill in the details when they come to hand. Thoughts? I'd like the committee to approve the Fitzroy Street What a Joke Comedy Festival. Oh, God. So, in the morning, that came through at like 1:30 at night.
Yep. No, the guy
Next day, this is from the marketing manager. She said, hi, blah, blah, blah. Before you leave, are you able to have the venues and dates confirmed with a contact number, name for whoever we are dealing with and capacity for the venue and room? Also, I believe there were some committee members who didn't want Fitzroy Street, what a joke. It would leave us open for people saying the street was a joke. Can you maybe come up with two other options and email?
Very good point.
All to the committee or ask for suggestions. Lastly, in my last email to you, I asked, before we start design, can we get name of the event, dates, how many venues and acts? Can we get these? And at this point, I think no one is on the same page here.
No.
Everyone.
This is where you need to get everyone in the same room. It's not happening.
Nah, that's what I thought. We've got to get there Friday. So I sent this back. This is Wednesday. G'day, everyone. I hope you're all well. I think it would be a great idea if we all got together and had a meeting to make sure we are all on the same page. From talking to other people who have put together events of this scale, it takes 12 months to get all processes in place to make the event successful. What we're trying to put together here is a giant undertaking. I don't think we can rush into it. Just from this email, I can see there's a few things that are still uncertain. We have penciled in late July, sorry for spitting on you, early August, but I think that is wishful thinking. I'm not going to start approaching any comedian's management until we've got everything set in concrete. I can come up Friday to meet if that suits. As I mentioned, I know this can be a successful event, but if we rush into it and don't do it right, we can hurt the brand for the following years. Let me know your thoughts. Kind regards, Evan Hocking.
Nah, firm but fair, Ivan.
Firm but
fair.
Everyone's on the same page. That was Wednesday during the day.
Yep.
8:15, last Wednesday night. I get a call.
Is this cockhead on the plane yet, or is he still?
No, he's still here. I get a call from him. I missed the call. I ring him back. I said, he goes, I saw your email. I said, yeah. He goes, oh, what's happened? I said, well, blah, blah, blah. Mate, I've gone through the email chain. Nothing is matching up. No one is on the same page. He goes, mate, it's easy. You just book in the acts. You book in the acts, and then we'll work everything out later. I said, no, we won't. How do I? I don't even know how I'm getting paid. If I send an invoice, do I get paid in 30 days? Do I get paid in 7 days? I sort of went on like that for a little bit. He goes, but no, you just book in the acts. You do that.
It's that easy.
It's that easy. I got to a point where I put it on speaker because he goes, surely you've got an invoicing. You've invoiced people before. I said, don't patronise me, mate.
Yeah.
Yes, I have. He goes, you're making a bit of a bigger deal of the payment than it needs to be. You just have to book the acts. And then I said, you don't even have a name for the festival. You can't even decide on a name for the festival. Mind you, this is 27 minutes. It's going back and forth. We're not getting anywhere. Nothing's happening. I said, can I speak to someone? Can I speak to the marketing manager? Can I speak to anyone
besides
other than you? He goes, oh, okay. Hangs up. 27 minutes.
Is he the sort of bloke you'd want to have a beer with?
Oh, probably. He's passionate.
Yeah.
Great guy. He's older dude. He's passionate. He's not listening though.
He's not a good listener.
All right. So the next day, the Thursday, the 30th of May, last week, I finally get on to the marketing manager.
Yeah.
I speak to her.
Has she been paid yet?
Well, she's got her own job. She's doing other stuff.
Yeah.
I don't know. But anyway, I speak to her, and as soon as I talk, she goes, I know. Yeah, we cannot proceed with this. There's everything you said, I went over, I told her everything. She goes, yeah, exactly. Mate, he's not an events manager. He's a so-and-so. Yeah. I said, yeah. So as soon as I spoke to her, everything, the weight of the world was lifted off my shoulders.
Yep.
She said, we can't do this. I said, you're going to need 8-10 weeks to promote this. She said, at least.
Minimum.
She said, we don't even have a name for the festival. I said, I know that. So I spoke to her. She said, don't say that I spoke to you. But I did. Anyway.
Oh, you did?
Well, I did. Sorry. No, don't tell. Anyway. So
Okay,
I thought last Thursday, this is over. We're done with.
We're done.
I sent her a text. I said, great to chat.
What a joke.
What a joke. It's over. Anyway, I get a call Friday from old mate pleading, if we push the dates back, how long will it take you to book in the acts? So I said, I'm not booking in the acts. We don't have a contract. We don't have anything.
Just give him
Where's the money?
You should have just given him the
from?
phone and said, mate, let's eliminate the middleman. Here's the fucking phone numbers.
At this point, he goes, but it's easy. We've got 6 venues. You're just booking 10 acts. I said, if it's that easy, you can do it.
Yeah, why don't you do it,
You can
Dickless?
do it.
Do it from overseas, sitting on your bloody banana lounge, getting bloody in your
dick stickers.
Yeah, getting jerked off in Thailand by a ladyboy.
So I said to him,
I assume he's going on a sex holiday.
Yeah, maybe. I don't know. He's probably, I don't know. Anyway.
Not important.
I actually said to him, I go, actually, the other day on the phone, you were quite patronising. So I started to really fucking... I go,
Isn't it nice when you're past the point of caring?
Yeah.
That's a nice little feeling when you're like, because you don't want to upset anyone, but then you get that nice point where you know what, you're a cock. So
there was a part of me where I go, am I going too hard? He's passionate. He goes, I've put all in this work. I said, I know you've put in the work. I appreciate the work, but we don't have the structures in place. Like we can't even decide on a name for but that's not important.
It's 140 chairs all over again.
Book the axe. We'll work out everything later. I'm not booking the axe, mate. So that was another 30-minute phone call. I said, I hate to do this, but if you're looking for me, I'm not the person for you. I'm not the one.
Yep.
I'm not the one. He said, well, who's going to do it? I said, I don't know. Go to the agents direct. I don't know. But I can't do it. I thought it was going to work, but you're not listening. It takes 12 months to organise this stuff. I went over all the stuff that I probably should have said. He goes, I wish you had told me this 6 months ago. I said, we haven't even been talking for 6 months.
Wish you had listened to me 6 months ago.
I didn't know who you were 6 months ago. That was 3 months has been the...
Is that what he said? Wish you'd said this 6 months ago.
I said to him, mate, we haven't even known each other.
You got to stop.
6 months ago.
You get off the bloody Fitzroy Street heroin, mate.
Get off the smack, mate.
Off the hammer.
So it sort of ended abruptly. I said, mate, I'm not your guy. I can't do it. Sorry to shatter your dreams. Have fun over. He goes, all right, we'll leave it there. And then just, all right, bye. Bang. Shut down. Over.
Never. I will.
I'm sorry that dragged on.
No. I will. I will eat my hat, shit it out, eat it again as a shit hat, let it come out again, get the shit hat smear all over my face, run down Fitzroy Street with 8 heroin needles in my balls. If one day we ever, as long as we live, pick up a fucking newspaper or get on social media and see that the Fitzroy Street What a Joke Festival is kicking off, I'll fucking be very surprised. It's not happening.
It is.
Imagine if it was end up being massive.
Well, that's the thing, because that's
not
why at
gonna
the
be
start.
massive.
That's why at the start it could work.
The street's fucked.
You need everyone on the same page, though. But the joint, you need everyone on the same page. No one was on the same page.
No.
They weren't even in the same book.
No.
So,
we're on the same street.
Jesus. I went through, the last few days of it, I wasn't sleeping. I was waking up. Yeah. Even Kristen, after that phone call, she wasn't sleeping. I go, we can't be living like this.
No, sometimes you got to do a little stock take in life. What's working, what's not, what's taking up too much of your time, too much of your thoughts.
3 months.
Oh, bloody dickless, what a joke. Got no dick. Got no idea, doesn't listen. He's got no ears. That's his problem.
He wasn't listening.
He doesn't listen.
Wasn't listening. I told him I should, but I probably should have been firmer back.
Yeah.
Back, but it was hard. I kept putting it on them. Nothing was happening, but I should have been firmer back in the time.
Well, I've been watching it from a distance, and it's like someone that's in a bad relationship. If it slowly gets worse over time, you don't really notice it as much. But me, I came in late, and I looked, and I was like, this relationship is bad news brown. Evan is getting beaten.
He's I think once it got a bit patronising, and he started saying how easy it was.
Yeah, that's
when I'm like, all right, well, bloody you do it, buddy.
Yeah, that was the wrong card to pull there, fuckface.
Yeah, fucking dealing with agents, mate. That's
he's gone. He's out.
Gone. See you later. You
all
cut.
Right, well,
anyway, yeah. Sorry, it dragged on.
No, it was a good story, good tale. It was. How long are we going for?
120 minutes. An hour 20.
Serious?
Yeah.
Could have started up our own fucking festival.
We could have booked the axe by now.
Yeah. It's not that hard, mate.
Well, you do it, buddy.
Anyway,
No, hopefully I never got to go to Fitzroy Street again.
No, well, you're not welcome, mate.
No.
You're not welcome.
I did sour, but I love the passion. I love that.
Yeah, passion can only get you so far.
Don't patronise me, mate.
Don't patronise Ivan Hicking.
No, he's crazy.
He will badmouth you without saying your name to a handful of listeners.
That's it.
All right.
There you go. Yep, wind it up. Jump on the Patreon, get on the Instagram and do all that stuff.
Something big cooking with the Patreon.
It's gonna happen. It's gonna happen.
We won't say it
because
we haven't got it locked in.
We haven't over the line yet.
We haven't.
It's like the
we haven't gone through the agents. So
we better go through the agents.
Yeah.
Yes, but thanks for listening to another episode of Good Banter.
Good Banter.
That's a good thing.